Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode on Boundary Line Podcast with Dillon and Sheldon. The test, day one of the Indore test there, and boy, oh boy, this was some interesting test. Drama on day one already, and so many things happening right from ball one. We're going to be discussing everything in our podcast. But before we go ahead, requesting our viewers to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, guys, and let us know in the comment section how you're enjoying this video. So let's get into it then. Sheldon, drama there right from ball one in this test. India would be, I don't know, how would they be feeling, first of all, like, winning the toss and then batting first, and probably didn't expect the pitch to be this way.
Yeah, Dill, insane. If you just close your eyes and you look at the scores, right, you'll think, so India bowled out Australia again early. They came out to bat and probably found it comfortable. But then you look at the score and you're like, no, it's not that way. Australia actually pulled one over, and it was just insane. As you said, ball one was a nick, and Australia, I think, was still in Delhi or somewhere. I think they forgot they were in this venue. They just didn't appeal only, right, for it. Like, it was insane, and twice, right, Dill, in the first over, I think he had
Twice
him
in
out.
the first over, yeah, the first ball, and then I think the fifth, the sixth ball also, like, and I was like, wow, this is all, and you could feel like the energy there, like, that something's about to happen. And
Yeah.
then, of course, Australia ripped through India's batting order, and this time the tail for once didn't hang around. They made sure that they got India out cheaply. Just to recap, there, India scoring 109 all out. That's right, 109 all out, India on a pitch that was turning right from the first over itself, right on day one itself. And of course, Australia are now 156 for 4 at the end of day's play, and they are 47 runs ahead already. Mind you, these are crucial runs going ahead in this match, as every run counts, and even a small lead can turn out to be really, really important here. And could this be Australia's chance now? We'll have to wait and watch. And let's jump straight into it. Sheldon, what did you think of Australia's bowling? I mean, I think this was the best they've had. I think they can sleep nicely today. Arguably the best day they've had so far in the series.
Yeah, by far, Dil, by far. I mean, I'm pretty sure they were shocked with how well that first session was going. And it just seemed like every catch was taken, apart from the first two reviews, obviously. And every decision was, going for them. And Max Kuhnemann, we were talking about it before, right? I mean, I now understand why they sent Ashton Agar home. I mean, what's this guy bowled, right?
Now
he
we
took a
know.
five-
Now we know why
Yeah,
Ashton Agar's gone home. It makes sense. It all
yeah,
makes sense now. Sorry, Australia cricket. We kind of thought you were taking the wrong decision
yeah,
there,
yeah.
but kudos to him the way he bowled. 5 wickets
Yeah.
there. I mean, that's really good on a pitch like this, and you could see, the some of them were keeping low, and the batsman couldn't read it. And India's highest score, Sheldon, in that was 22, made by Virat Kohli. Can you imagine? 22 only was the highest score there. And at one point, they looked like they were not going to reach 100 also.
Yeah, they didn't. I think Umesh Yadav hit a few boundaries in the end
Yeah,
to
he
take
scored
them.
16.
Yeah, that I think was the second or third highest scorer of
Third
the
highest,
innings.
yeah.
Yeah, and it was just crazy, Dylan. And I hate talking about pitches and all, but I mean, that was just insane, right? Today, the way it was spinning from almost the first ball. I mean, it was just crazy.
And yeah, Sheldon, like I don't like these kind of matches that that
Yeah.
it doesn't give an equal chance to the other team. Maybe now you can say that, the tables have turned now and Australia have put
Yeah.
India under pressure, but still it's unfair, right? You cannot afford games to get over on day three or inside like 2 days or something like that, right? Everyone after this first day now must be thinking that, this game is not going to go until like the fourth day for sure,
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Yeah.
You're going to expect this game to finish in day three. And if consistently test matches are getting over inside 3 days, then I think we have a problem. It seemed like, this pitch was favoring only the spinners, and straight away Steve Smith got in his spinners, and he just kept continuing with that. He didn't remove them after that first few overs.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, was that the only over of seam, the first over start ball, and then it was all spin from there. But you know what? What I love to see, Dill, was on the toughest pitch and the toughest day of their tour, the fight Australia showed. The way they fought today, it just,
Yeah.
we were talking about character and how this didn't seem like Australia.
Yeah.
It's like all the obstacles, until how easy would it have been for Australia to come here and just, a defeated manner and just not fight anymore, and say, oh,
Actually,
everything's gone
yeah.
against us. This player's injured. Our captain's gone home. But no, they came and they're like, you know what? We're Australia. Let's fight. And let's keep going. And today was one of like Australia's great days. They might lose this test, but I think today showed that they can compete. It's not impossible to compete. Kudos to them. I mean, today they showed a lot of fight, and it was good to see, because as much as Indian fans would love India to win, obviously 4-0 and hammer them, but you need a contest, right? And you need
Exactly.
Australia to turn up too. And I think today was the day I think the series needed, in a way.
Yeah, and what I liked is, out of all the test matches, out of the first two that we've seen there, like and arguably I think Nagpur would have been the easiest pitch to play on after watching this first day of this test. But Australia in this test kind of applied themselves, I thought, and they trusted their defense. Usman Khawaja played brilliantly, I thought. I mean, poor shot in the end to get out right there, right before the end of day's play. He got out on 60, but he must be so upset with himself. He did all the hard work, got in there, got his team over the lead. Like, they overhauled India's score there, but played one shot too many, and he paid the price for it. But like you said, Sheldon, brilliant application there today by Australia, and it's going to be a mouth-watering next few days now to see what's going to happen. Like, whether India can go past this lead of Australia or not, or even tomorrow, we don't know how fast Australia are going to get all out for, right?
Yeah, for sure, Dylan. That's the interesting fact as well. Like, what's a good lead? You'd think that 100 would be a really big lead on this. I think that's what Australia should be looking at. Yeah. Anything beyond 100 is like a bonus. But yeah, you're saying Khawaja, right? And I think he looks so comfortable in comparison to everyone else.
Out of all the pitches, this was the one he looked so comfortable in.
Yeah, like I know he had a great partnership with Manas, but I think Manas should go now and throw in the lottery, because the luck he had in his innings, my God.
I think 4 times.
Bowled. Yeah. Also, Dill, spinners bowling no balls. I don't know why, that just irritates me. Come on, guys. You're walking 2 steps.
Yeah.
You're walking 2 steps. How can you bowl
Jadeja must be so upset also with himself. He could have got Manas out there first, I think, in the first few balls in his over only there. And but then Manas went on to make an important contribution there. Yeah. Not much, but in hindsight of this match, once you see, no matter how this test goes, that contribution of Manas is going to be important. And Steve Smith, he came out and he looked like this pitch had nothing in it, like nothing was wrong, and he kept taking on the bowlers. And I wanted to ask you this, Sheldon, does it matter having Steve Smith as the leader of this team? I mean, you can see the change already. I don't know now if it's the captain or if it's just Australia have just told themselves listen, guys, we got to do this, or is it Steve Smith? But you felt that energy out today when Australia were on the field. You felt something different there, right?
Yeah, it's amazing how captaincy change can change a team. They could have played the same 11, but it's just the captain that changes. And I don't know, it's a different voice in there leading you. And Smith had a terrific record before the incident where he lost his captaincy as well. So he just seems like the captain. I know many Australians who have been calling for him to become captain quicker than he has now. And I did see the difference. The bowling change is also very attacking. He's like, okay, we don't need seam if it's not working. Where I felt at times maybe Cummins went too long with the seamers. Yeah. Maybe in the previous game. But Smith's like, no, we don't need any seamers. This is not Perth. We're playing in India. Let's only use our spinners. Yeah. And even the times he brought Kuhnemann back and he took a wicket straight away, I was like, those were really attacking changes. And you're right. I feel Smith does make a big difference as captain.
For sure, Sheldon, of course. And Ravindra Jadeja, can you keep this guy out of any match? Please tell me, because this guy has really kept India in the hunt there. Picked up 2 quick wickets just towards the end of the day's play there. He got Steve Smith and Manas out. And I mean, he just keeps going on and on and on, right?
Yeah, dude, insane. At one point, it was almost just him versus the Australian batters, the way it was going. And he bowled superbly as always, and he kept fighting. And it seemed like, I felt like Akshar didn't get as much as Jadeja. When he was bowling, right? It just
of course,
it felt like it was only Jadeja who was fighting, and even lost some reviews. Those were some
guns, he made Rohit go for those reviews, and after that, when it mattered the most, and when Ashwin was bowling and he could have got 2 wickets, Rohit's like, no, I'm not going to take this risk again. Guys, we have 1 review left, and but in the end, India have lost all the reviews now, and so that's going to be interesting to see if some decisions go Australia's way. They can't do anything about it, right? But looking to be an interesting test already, Sheldon. I'm super stoked for this match here, and can't wait to see tomorrow what happens. The first session is going to be really important to see how Australia play that. Yeah,
for sure, Dill. I mean, if Australia is still batting come the second session, you feel they'll be in a very good position. I think India have to bowl them out tomorrow in the first session. Yeah, that should be the goal, because if they bat a session, their lead should be above 100, and that is a lot. It looks like a lot on this pitch.
Easily, yeah. If they get to 100, then that's
Yeah.
like gold dust for them. Anything more than that, that's just like bonus for them. And if they go on to get a big lead, or if they go on to bat at least after the first session into the next session, if they bat even half of the next session, that's going to be a big deal. And India will feel the pinch after that. And then they'll be like, okay, fine. This is some serious thing now. And they are under the pump. But interestingly, last time when India scored around 107, 108 runs was in Pune, and they ended up losing that test. This time around 109, and never know where this game is going to turn. And we've all seen how this format of the game can be so unpredictable. People say it's long and it's boring, but hey, we all seen one of the best test matches that was recently concluded between England and New Zealand. It could have gone any which way. So, I mean, this game is still wide open there.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of cricket still to be played. I mean, who knows? Maybe the pitch will get easier to bat on. Maybe the third innings will be like most important. You don't know in Test cricket. Honestly, anything can happen. But yeah, an exciting day tomorrow. I think this will be the best sleep Australia ever get though so far on this tour. But they got to remember, the last time they were 60 for 1 and they were in a good position. They screwed it up the next day.
They screwed it up the big time. But I also feel is that Australia don't want to bat fourth on this. They now know that it's going to be tough. Even chasing 120, 125 around that score is going to be really tough for them.
It's going to be tough. Yeah.
They don't want to. They ideally want to get themselves in, and they want to bat. They just want to bat, give India a total, and then let them chase it down, right?
Yeah, bro, I do think that as well. And I think Hanscom as well, who's been one of their better batsmen on this tour, he'll be key tomorrow. And I don't know if it was just me who thought this, but Cameron Green seemed like he knew what he was doing. And it's going to be harsh on Renshaw, but at no point did I feel Renshaw look comfortable when he came to bat. And I guess it's a left-hander, and Ashwin was all over him. And again, it's also scoreboard pressure. I guess when you're ahead of the game, it's easier to get it.
Exactly.
Also, that's the thing. But yeah, I don't know. Green just looked like he looked like he got in a bit easier than some of the other batsmen.
He was just okay, fine. And I thought Jadeja or Ashwin are going to get him out very quickly, but he kind of looked okay there at the crease, and he knew what he was doing, not taking any shots, getting front properly, trusting his defense. He looked really good. But this partnership is going to be really important for them, I feel. Hanscom and Green. If they get in and they get even like a 50-60 run partnership, India will really be under the pump, and they'll know that they have a huge task there, to get over that score. And you could already see that in the feed today. I think India were trying too much with the wickets, trying to do too much, and a bit of drop catches there by the wicket keeper. And Ashwin was so annoyed because Ashwin, I mean, it won't reflect, but Ashwin had worked really hard there. But of course, he's not ended up getting any wickets, poor guy. But he's done so much of hard work there, to put the pressure from one end on Australia.
Yeah, for sure, Dylan. And they were a bit unlucky as well with some of those things. And obviously with the reviews, anything can happen. But I think India, tomorrow can come back. Obviously, they're still in it. But didn't you feel like with the bat, for example, maybe there's a bit better India could have done? A bit? I know it was extremely tough to bat on, and I understand that. But do you feel maybe it was just a bit too loose for them?
Yeah, of course. I felt a bit some of the shot selection was not up to the mark, I would say, especially like Pujara. There was no, he went back and it didn't keep that low also. Then he seemed to have thought it kept low, but it didn't. Rohit Sharma, on other days that ball wouldn't have gone to bat, it would have gone for 6. He wanted to take on the spinner straight up. So that was a wrong shot selection. Shubman Gill also, I thought, shouldn't have played that shot. Shreyas Iyer was a bit unlucky, I would say. But one guy who looked really comfortable was Virat Kohli. I thought he played, 22, I know only, but he looked really good, and he looked like he was going to get a big score there. But Todd Murphy picking him up like a youngster. How often does it happen with VK, right? Absolutely insane. But interesting test match ahead, Sheldon. It's going to be nice to see what happens tomorrow, how the drama unfolds tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys, tomorrow for our update on this test match. Day 2 is going to be coming tomorrow. It's going to be exciting, mouth-watering contest there tomorrow. Will Australia still be in the lead, or would they be bowled out early tomorrow? We'll have to wait and watch. But that's it from us on Boundary Line Podcast. Thank you so much for watching the video. Do let us know in the comments section what you thought about the day 1 pitch, and if you have any video ideas for our channel, do let us know. Also hit the subscribe button, as it would mean a lot to us, because we would know that we are putting out the right kind of content there and we are building an audience. So that's it from us, guys. Take care and see you soon.